Hi guys, good afternoon. It's Rob back for another very quick video. This is just a vinyl finds catch up from my visit to Ben on Saturday. Fairly short visit, didn't have an awful lot of time. Just picked up for four records. So yeah, not a huge haul, but pleased with. Pleased with what I got. Yeah, been off for a couple of days, owed some holidays. So I was actually off Friday and I was off again today. So yeah, and yeah, so just chilling out, you know, uh, taking the load off, as it were. So, but yeah, so I'll just rattle through these because, as I say, there's only the four. But yeah, pleased to pleased with what I got. So okay, so top of the shop is an upgrade for me. This is Jailbreak Thin Lizzy, 1976. Yeah, I love this record. I've it's all far and away my favourite Thin Lizzy album. I've had a reasonable copy for many years and also a CD copy of it. Always on the lookout for, I wouldn't say minty copy because it's virtually impossible to find a mint copy of this record, especially an original with a die cut. It's usually kind of split round here, and the Vertigo logo is usually this kind of yeah, it's just creased and so on. And I mean, the spine is pretty good. The printing on the front, there's no splits or anything. Little bit of a tear there on the back, but apart from that, you can still obviously read the credits here. And yeah, so really pleased to get this on the Spaceship Vertigo label. And yeah, what a great album. Fantastic melodic rock album this is. Just brilliant songwriting from Lynott. Just the opening track, Angel from the Coast, wonderful funky riffs. Romeo and the Lonely Girl, fantastic. Obviously the monster hit Boys Are Back in Town. Wonderful cowboy song. Yeah, superb. Really happy to get that. Okay, next one is a compilation album, folk compilation album that I was aware of. Not ever come across a copy before. I think Steve Psych in the Valleys mentioned this to me when we met up on the last bank holiday, and it was kind of there in the back of my mind. And yeah, lo and behold, Ben managed to get a really nice copy in. So yeah, here it is. So this is Clogs. So this is a sort of progressive folk compilation from sort of folk rock artists of the time. I think this came out in 1972, I believe. Yes, it is on this Peg label. And yeah, really enjoyed this. There is literally not a bad song on this. Particularly love the Andy Roberts songs on this, of which there's two. There's Richmond and a closing track, Welcome Home. Just fantastic, really wonderful kind of progressive folk. Captain Coulston, Steel Eye Span from the album 10 Man Mop or Mr. Reservoir Butler Rides Again, which is an album picked up fairly recently. Yeah, Tim Hart, Maddie Pryor, I Live Not Where I Love is great. Interesting cover of Buddy Holly's Rave On from Steel Eye Span. yeah, that's an interesting one. Um, but yeah, just really interesting. Got Spyrogyra, Captain's Log. Really enjoyed that one too. Rod Shong, Sheila MacDonald, some Martin Carthy. Yeah, it's just wonderful period folk from the time. Just wonderful. And yeah, also came with this insert, 99p, I guess, as it was a kind of a folk sampler. There we, yep. There's obviously just some of the records featured within. Yeah, and they're always a really good, like the Harvest one, Picnic, and the Island Samplers LP. I mean, all those kind of samplers are just quality. Really good songs, and gives you a great sampler to check out the albums. For those artists that really interest you. So yeah, really happy to get that. Okay, next one is an album that was featured from a video that James Griffiths and Steve Whitty put up the other week on Bill Nelson and Bebop Deluxe, which was very enjoyable, really interesting, a lot of facts, stuff I didn't know about Bill Nelson or Bebop Deluxe. And this album was shown. I have seen this album before. I think I streamed it a long time ago, but couldn't really remember it. But obviously, that album being featured on that video kind of sort of resurrected it from my mind. And yeah, luckily enough, came across a copy of Ben's. So this is Northern Dream. So this is Bill Nelson's first album from 1971. And yeah, this is really enjoyable. Really enjoyed this. Obviously, you can hear the beginnings of his just virtuoso guitar playing, but it's not just as with the stuff he did with Bebop Deluxe later. It's not just noodling for the sake of it. There's kind of a lot of feeling and soul into his and musicality into his playing as well. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's playing around with a lot of song ideas on this that he'd later kind of develop further, obviously with Bebop Deluxe. But some of these are just great, stand up as great songs on their own. I love the beginning, Photograph, then Everyone's Hero, the lovely instrumental Northern Dreamer at the end of side one I really liked. Yeah, Blue Blues, sort of proggy ending called Chime Piece, which I quite liked as well. Yeah, all recorded in mono, which was interesting for an album as late as this to be recorded in mono. But yeah, it's got a sort of homespun feel. He's playing all the guitars and some bass. Also play some drums on the track Rejoice. It's accompanied by another couple of artists as well. But yeah, really enjoyable. Really like this. Yeah. This is definitely going to be a keeper. So it's released on Butt Records. That's custom label there. And yeah, so really nice to pick that up. And yeah, if you haven't checked out Steve and James's video on Bill Nelson and Bebop Deluxe, it's well worth going over and checking out, because I definitely learned quite a bit from watching it. So, okay, so moving on, the fourth and final record that I picked up was this one. This is a record that I really enjoyed back in the day. Never seen a vinyl copy of this. This was a friend of mine who I was lodging with, who had it on CD and was a big Richard Thompson fan. This is songs by Richard Thompson, Beat the Retreat. So this is from 1994. It's probably one of the reasons why it's not seen very often or scarce, I guess, because it's a 90s vinyl pressing. But yeah, I mean, what a great record. Really, really nice. Really some really interesting versions. They're not just homages. There's bands on here from the time that have really taken the songs and sort of made them their own. And Shoot Out the Lights, we've got from X, Wall of Death, REM. It's a really, really good one. They've got Los Lobos on here, June Tabor, obviously with the title track Beat the Retreat. She also does Genesis Hall, just on vocal. Dinosaur Jr., I Misunderstood, Graham Parker. And then the absolutely wonderful version of A Heart Needs a Home, Sean Colvin and Loudon Wainwright III. Absolutely stunning. Really, really lovely. And to be honest, I would have bought this just for that on its own. But I mean, there's a lot of other great highlights on this as well. Obviously ending with the wonderful, great Valario, which is my favourite album on tonight. I want to see the bright lights tonight. Fantastic, epic song. Really nice. Really, really happy to get this. And as I say, it's the first time I've ever seen this on vinyl. So really pleased to pick it up, and it wasn't expensive. So that's always a bonus as well. So yeah. Okay, guys. So yeah, that's just a quick one. Hope you're all gonna have a great week, and hopefully go out, do some more hunting at the weekend, but in the meantime, take care and have a great week. All the best. Bye bye.